Hello, everybody. It's Jonathan Seymour here. I'm the principal at Pentucket Regional High School, if we haven't already met. Just wanted to welcome you to our online back to school night. So obviously this is really different than anything we've done before. One is that it's all virtual. We don't really have the opportunity for folks to be coming in and meeting staff in person. And also we're just a little bit later than we would normally do this. And that's because we just have had, a lot of challenges kind of getting the year up and running, and we're now kind of in a different groove, and wanted to just make sure that we had the opportunity to connect teachers with parents. So I just wanted to start out by, again, thanking you for taking the time to look at this video and a lot of others on the site tonight, and really just to thank everybody. I'm so appreciative of parents, students, and staff, and just the approach that everyone's taken. It's been a real collaborative approach to the year, and it's a year like none we've ever experienced before. But just the flexibility and the adaptability that we see in how everyone's working together has been really, really amazing, and I'm really thankful for that. Just a couple of notes about how this site works. So essentially, it's a little website that we put together. I want to thank one of our guidance counselors, Jana Millard, for essentially pulling all of the details together and putting this together. It's a lot of work that she's done, and we're really thankful. So on the left side of the screen of the website, there's a click down, and you'll find every department listed there. So if you have your students' schedule with their teacher names and the classes, this site is oriented by department. So if you're looking at their U.S. history, you want to get onto the social studies site and then look for that teacher and then find their class, and then just click on that video and watch it. And then you can go to whoever you want to see next. Just a couple of quick notes. It might be a little bit of a challenge for maybe some of our elective classes to figure out like what department would that be in. So for instance, video production, you're going to find under visual arts. Another one that I was thinking might be a little confusing was anatomy and physiology. You might be looking, hey, that's a science class, but you're not going to find it under the science department. You're going to find it under our movement science and wellness department. So again, hopefully it's fairly easy for you to use, oriented by departments. I wanted to just bring a few other folks in here to join me for this conversation. Our two assistant principals, Mr. Kowalski and Mr. Thornton, and we're going to start with Mr. Kowalski. And I just wanted to, let's see, how do I bring him into the conversation? So he can talk right now. I'm just going to try to bring him onto the full screen. So go ahead, Mr. Kowalski.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Seymour. It's great to be here. It's great to, can't believe that we're in November, we're doing open house. And we would not be here today if it wasn't for the students. We have asked the students to do so many great things this year, and we have put so many responsibilities on them. And from wearing the masks to social distancing to the cafeteria to being outside. And, because of the students, we can do this here at the school and see the students every day. So a big shout out to the students and let them know that we really are thankful for everything they've done so far this school year. And we're looking forward to getting through the holidays. So I'd like to transition into a little talk about Google Classroom. Most of us understand about Google Classroom, and everything that we do is streamlined through there. For example, all the students' assignments, able to talk to the teachers. And if you're looking for grades, we want to encourage you to go to Infinite Campus. And the most important thing is, as we move into the end of the first marking period, is to understand that, yes, our students, they're in high school, they're teenagers, but it's so important that we check up on them, check into Google Classroom to make sure they're staying on task, because being present is so important. And as we go into the end of the first marking period, heading into the holidays, if we get behind in school, it's so difficult to catch up. So I want to encourage everyone to make sure that we're having those conversations at home and connecting with our teachers and checking it out. And know something, we're not always looking for what they're not doing. We also want to encourage them for what they are doing. So please stay on top of that. And if you have any questions, contact the teacher, contact guidance, or please reach out to us. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mr. Kowalski. Just made me think of something that on this site as well, underneath all the departments listed, you'll find some resources. So if you're not sure exactly maybe how to get onto a Google Classroom page or how to access Infinite Campus, you can find some resources there. So we want to ask Mr. Thornton to join us and talk a little bit about some things that he's involved with.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm here to talk a little bit about our fall sports season, which was nice to get that off. It's been a year of things that we're not used to and a lot of things that aren't normal. So at least we had a little bit of normalcy where we were able to offer a few of the sports. We're playing field hockey, we're playing soccer, we're playing golf, and we have cross country. And our other sports, typically during the fall, the football, volleyball, and cheering have been moved off to a fall 2 season that'll hopefully take place sometime in the end of February. So it's been nice to get some student athletes out on the fields and to be able to see them competing. And it's been a great thing. As for the winter, that will be determined soon. It's now the first week of November. We're thinking that we'll be hearing sometime shortly, within the next week, if in fact a winter sports season will even happen. So hopefully we'll be getting that sort of news sometime soon, and we can give you some updates on what the winter season may look like. And other than that, in terms of some of the extracurricular offerings and activities that we have here at the school, we will have class elections will be coming up soon in the next week or so. We have the math team, we have GSA, we have DECA, we have the book club. So some of the things where, it seems like we can't have them, or there's a lot of things that we won't have due to COVID. There are still clubs and activities that are going on, and we're going to do our best to roll those things out as safely as we possibly can.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mr. Thornton and Mr. Kowalski, for joining me. I want to thank parents for taking the time to watch this video and many others. Hopefully you find this informative and you'll be able to put a face to the name of who's working with your children. And as always, if you have questions or concerns, you can reach out to your teacher, you can reach out to your guidance counselor, and you can reach out to either one of us as well. So again, thank you for taking the time. All the best.